Hi friends. Today we'll look at 6 simple ways that we can improve our business and personal finances. My name is Lucas and welcome. Now, over the years, I've noticed 6 common sense financial habits that are easy to implement and produce powerful results. When my clients and I implement these, our accounts grow. And when we don't, we live paycheck to paycheck. So we're gonna start with the easiest and then work our way down to the most effective. Now let's get to it. The hardest thing about mowing the lawn is getting off the couch, and we could say the same thing about improving our finances. So let's start with something relatively easy. Let's do a financial house cleaning. How many credit cards and bank accounts have you accumulated over the years? I recently worked with a client who had 7 banks, 10 bank accounts, and 14 credit cards. She would get so overwhelmed by her finances that she would just shut down and avoid dealing with them. So what can you get rid of? I teach all of my clients to strive for 1 credit card and checking account for their personal and 1 credit card and checking account for their business. Everything else is financial clutter. Now, the beauty of this exercise is that it yanks us out of fear and avoidance and helps us get organized. When my client closed and consolidated all of her accounts, she realized that she had a pretty sizable savings that she had no idea was even there. Now, this exercise might do something similar for you. So when you're ready, check out this video. Robert Kiyosaki wrote in the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, "The rich get richer, the poor get poorer, and the middle class struggles because the subject of money is taught at home." Most of us have inherited poor financial habits, which is not a great place to start. But luckily, it's easier than ever to get financially educated. There's great books, courses, and YouTube University is a great place to start for free. But before you overload yourself with more information, consider starting by clearing away the financial clutter that's up here. Growing up, we often hear things like money is the root of all evil, or it makes us greedy, or that it's hard to get, doesn't grow on trees. All of these thoughts, whether you subscribe to them or not, keep us confined and limited. So when we go in and we find these things that are holding us and keeping us in a financial prison, and then we learn how to let those go, well, that boosts our financial intelligence and our confidence rather quickly. If you'd like to learn how to do this, check out my special 4-part series here. And if you're ready to go even deeper, check out Peter Crone or Ken Honda. Both of them have courses that will take you through the inner depths, so to speak, of your financial blocks and help you find and create freedom. An obvious way to improve our finances is to pay off our debt, but most of us drag our feet. Have you ever thought about why? After working with clients, I realized that debt reminds us of our shortcomings. And because being ashamed of ourselves doesn't feel good, we tend to avoid that. But when we shift our perspective, paying off debt can become a pivotal point to improving our finances. Abraham Lincoln once said, "The best way to destroy an enemy is to make him a friend." So how do we make paying off debt a friend? First, recognize that by paying off your debt, you're choosing to take care of you. It's literally a form of self-love. And second, make a game of it. Every time you receive money, send a percentage towards your debt and celebrate it. I walk you through the entire technique in this video. Let's say that your friends are planning a long weekend. Would you rather A, turn down the social invite because you're broke, B, borrow on credit and deal with the consequences later, or C, have money set aside for moments just like this? I've turned down so many invites in my life because money was always tight. But when I started to build a cushion in each of my accounts, I grew more confident in my finances and I started having a lot more fun. The key is to have several safety nets. I keep a $6,000 cushion in all 4 of my accounts at all times. So think about that for a moment. If you had a $24,000 safety net in your accounts, would you say no to social invites, or would you borrow on credit just to go? Probably not. Every time you receive money, split it up and send it to your accounts. Like a snowball rolling downhill, the account balances will pick up momentum quickly. If you'd like to learn the full process, check out this video. One of the main reasons people live paycheck to paycheck is because they have no plan for their money. So think of it this way. Let's say it's a Friday afternoon and you just got paid. You have no plan. So you go out, you spend a little money, you have a little fun. You deserve it. By the time Monday or Tuesday rolls around, you have less money in your account, and then you have to pay bills. I call it the feast or famine cycle. The money comes in and we feast, and we're not really thinking about the future. Then within a few short days or a week, we're right back to famine. I was stuck in this cycle for decades. So what's the solution? Get the money out of your hands before you can waste it. Have a simple plan to protect you from your old crappy spending habits. Now, some people call this a payday routine. I call it the big split. And it goes like this. I pay myself first, so a savings account. I send some to my business, some to cover my living expenses, and some for my taxes. Now, all of my financial responsibilities are covered and I have less money to waste. If you'd like to learn the nuances and receive a free one-on-one session with me, I'm accepting applications. Comment the big split and I'll send you some info. And lastly, if there's only one thing that you do to improve your finances, pay yourself first. It's the fastest way to grow your bank accounts and reduce your debt. Currently, we get paid, and then we give our money to insurance companies, banks, the government, and Netflix. Meanwhile, our financial priorities and goals suffer. Think about it for a moment. About how much money did you make last year? And out of all that money, how much did you keep for yourself or put towards your goals? How much debt did you pay off? And how much did you grow your savings by? Instead of giving your money to everyone else first, make one tiny little change. Get in the habit of paying yourself first. Do this every time you get paid and watch your finances completely transform. If you'd like to learn how to do it, check out this video. So there you have it. 6 common sense ways that we can improve our finances. Pick the technique that's calling to you. Watch the in-depth tutorial, learn how to implement it, and then test it for the month. Once you get good with that, pick another technique and start stacking one on top of the next. I'll leave links in the description for all 6 tutorials. As always, thank you so much for your time and energy. I'll see you in the next one.